Alex here with an event video on Dr. Wesley Robertson and Brittany Robertson versus Kody Gorden, a civil dispute bringing allegations of sexual coercion against the regional director of Rawlings Tigers and Tigers Baseball, Las Vegas. The plaintiffs accuse Mr. Gorden of harassing Ms. Robertson over text messages and using his position in the Little League as well as a nude photograph of her to sexually coerce her, inflicting extreme emotional distress generally and loss of consortium for her husband specifically. An infield coordinator for the team, Michael Stiles, was implicated over his involvement at a meetup that occurred at a bar, and their son's coach, Fraser Inouye, was implicated by a specific accusation that he was spreading rumors of an affair. Mr. Gorden and his colleagues deny the allegations and denounce the lawsuit as, quote, a jealous husband's revenge against the man that had an affair with his wife, unquote, conceding that they had both cheated on their spouses but asserting that the affair was consensual. They also criticized the lawsuit for displacing hundreds of little leaguers and disrupting employment, vowing, quote, investigations into plaintiffs' inevitable perjury, unquote. District Court Judge Maria Gall is allowing comprehensive electronic coverage of the proceedings, the first hearing of which we already recorded and will publish shortly. The plaintiffs are represented by Marjorie Hoff and Breon Brooks. Mr. Gorden is represented by Jeremy Holmes. Mr. Inouye is represented by Matthew Friedman, and Mr. Stiles is represented by Louis Gazda. ADG Baseball LLC is represented by Bailey Reese. You can keep up to date with our coverage schedule by visiting ournevadajudges.com, and feel free to post any questions you have down in the comments below, or you can send us an email at media@ournevadajudges.com.
Very good. All right. Good morning, Your Honor. I want to kind of quote something that defense counsel said, and also, just inform the court of how this all came about. First and foremost, Marjorie Hoff has been a lawyer for over 20 years. So just how they understand the severity of this motion, they understand the severity of the claims that they're making, so does she. She has never had a Rule 11 motion filed against her. So just like this is their first time, it's ours as well. It's a very serious allegation to make, and we don't take it lightly. When this case was presented to us by my clients, we said the exact same thing defendant said, and I'll quote him: "There's more to this story and something's not right here." That's exactly the impression that we got from what we were seeing. We reviewed hundreds of text messages that show things that directly contradict what they're saying. Where they're pulling out 3 or 4 text messages from a page that is 13 pages long of an exchange and saying, oh, this is what she meant. Or most of the damning things in their motion is not supported by an affidavit. It's not supported by a text. It's not supported by an Instagram post or a Snapchat or a Words with Friends post. They're not supported by anything. So in terms of the allegations of the investigations we made, that is specifically laid out in our declaration as to what we did in support of this case. We spoke multiple times to our clients, had them come in, interviewed them, spoke to Kendall Wayne, Brittany's sister, went through hundreds of text messages. We did not file this lightly. As a woman, filing or accusing someone of sexual assault is not a light matter for me. We do not play about those type of allegations. So every allegation made in our complaint was made thoroughly and as a result of our investigation of such. And like you pointed out, under Rule 11, we have laid out in our opposition that the evidence will likely show through investigation and discovery more support for the claims that we made.